Sean Cruz at TD Ameritrade joins us now, and we are getting closer to that holiday weekend. So what are you seeing as the theme of the trade here, Sean?
So it looks like it's getting a little bit more driven back by the headlines, a lot of that global risk geopolitical story. And we're seeing that show up across the board right now in the commodity complex, which means that there's a little bit of some concerns around global growth because those commodities are going to be driven by growth expectations. And so if you look at something like FCX, Freeport-McMoRan.
What's the trade there?
I think what we're seeing right now is a lot of activity at that 15 put strike. And it looks like that's going to be traders either speculating for a further move downside or just hedging some of that risk where they think if it hits 15, things are really going to take off. But we're seeing a lot of activity, a lot of back and forth trade at the 15 strike right now.
What are you seeing in the overall market though here? What do you think? Are they becoming concerned as we go into the holiday?
I think right now when you look at the overall market, there becomes the potential for a little bit more of big outsized moves, and the reason is a lot of the trade desks just dial down operations on Fridays, and so if you get some big headline going into the weekend, there's not going to be a lot of liquidity there to maybe cushion that move.
Let's move on to Tesla. It's been an interesting week with Consumer Reports knocking its latest model, but Elon Musk saying we're fixing the brakes. What do you think about the trade here?
Tesla's a name where you don't ever really see fundamentals driving this name. You see a lot more of technical levels driving where the stock's going to go ahead and hit resistance, where it's going to hit support, and what's going to make it move back and forth between those levels is a little bit more the headline risk. So we actually saw an analyst come out yesterday and say he thinks a lot of the downside is already priced in. So following that news, you saw the 280 and 285 call strikes come into play. Tesla didn't make quite the upsized move you would expect that they usually get when an analyst says something good or bad about them. And I think this is because this bullish news was tampered down a little bit by just the general market pulling back.
What do you think the options market is predicting about Target? We have a lot of retail earnings coming out this week. Best Buy out, Gap out. What do you think?
I think right now the market is looking for companies that have pricing power and good expense control. We saw a lot of activity at 73 put strike, but I wouldn't be surprised to see some traders want to come in, see this as a buying opportunity, but you might also see some people who are long Target and maybe have been along for a little bit of this rally higher coming in and hedging any further downside risk if they don't want to get rid of their position just yet.
Well, Sean, thanks so much for your Trader Talk today. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Check out businessfirstam.com to find out where to see our entire show. And don't forget to like, follow, and share Business First AM.